Hey everybody, time for a Requel special in the car with my man, crossover with Solo's World. What's up, Solomon?
Doing good.
We're chatting about Sonic the Hedgehog. As you know, Solomon is a big Sonic fan, and I have loved the films, the series, and we just saw the new Sonic 3, and we got some ideas, don't we?
Yeah. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning, yep.
Giant spoiler warning.
So we're going to pitch some ideas and talk about it for this Sonic special. And we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So I'll go first with some ideas, and then we'll let Solomon go. So I have an idea first for Knuckles Season 2. And my pitch for Knuckles Season 2 is we spin out of the third film, and Knuckles, we see Knuckles and Wade still do stuff together and have a friendship. And what we see now, because it was seeded in the third movie, is, you know, in Sonic 3, Dr. Robotnik kind of does a turn to good, so to speak, and, you know, he goes out helping save the world. And Agent Stone's left. So my idea is that Agent Stone opens a legit coffee shop and actually starts to befriend Tails. And so the pitch for Knuckles 2 is some sort of road trip style with Stone, Wade, Tails, and Knuckles. And they look into maybe some tech, like in the first one where someone was trying to use Knuckles' power and making tech. Somebody is trying to copy some of Robotnik's tech. Stone recognizes it and, you know, enlists Tails' help as the gadget guy. So that's kind of my pitch for Season 2 of Knuckles.
Yeah.
And it's called Knuckles and Tails.
Yeah.
Alright. My next pitch, okay, is for Shadow. A Shadow movie spinoff, alright?
Yeah.
And my idea is that Shadow is in another world right now, and he's actually on his home planet. He's back to his home planet. And this is kind of tied into what one of my pitches for Sonic 3 was way back when, was we don't know Shadow's story before he came to Earth. Okay, and he even, the way they allude to stuff, he doesn't remember or know all of his history. And this is where we see some of the other Hedgehog characters. I can't remember all their names, like the green guy and Silver,
Scourge.
And what we find out is more of his past, but the villain is set up to be Mephiles. And we find out more like that Shadow had originally fled his planet because of Mephiles. And it's, you know, it's Shadow on his home planet. And the trick is, though, the thing you run into is you can't have the whole film be just a CGI animated mess. That's why you have to mix in the live action. So we need to have some other characters and things there too.
Like Gun.
So I think there needs to be someone else that's there on the...
Oh! Yep. I know that person is.
Who?
The lady. Gun.
Well, hold on. Because that ties into...
G-U-N.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Now, the other thing I can think of is Robotnik. He died.
Yeah.
But his consciousness lived on because he uploaded it into a machine. So his consciousness lives in a machine. And, you know, you could have Shadow almost as like a space bounty hunter going to different planets. You know, and we can meet different aliens and creatures. That could be something, you know, almost kind of Star Warsian, Guardians of the Galaxy type thing with Shadow. Now, my Sonic 4 pitch, okay, straight up Sonic, is it's kind of back to Sonic and Tom and Maddie. And this is where we saw, you know, the metal Sonic show up.
Yeah.
And my idea is the metal Sonic show up, and they're actually created by Gunn as basically like Sonic Terminators. They're made to hunt and destroy Sonic, and Gunn is now the villain because it's headed up by that lady who was played by Kristen Ritter. Because I don't think we're going to be able to get Jim Carrey back. I think his arc was kind of closed out in the third movie, unless they offered him a crap ton of money. But then I think it undercuts kind of his sacrifice, but it is what it is, you know. But I think the fourth Sonic would be Amy, who's here now from that home planet. And then the fourth, into the fourth Sonic movie would kind of be a scene that would pair up to the post-credit scene of Shadow, where it would, the fifth, either Shadow 2 or Sonic 5 would be Sonic and Shadow together with Amy. But Sonic 4 would focus on Tom, Maddie, Amy, and Sonic versus Gunn, basically. How now Gunn is trying to go back to being more of this dominant, powerful organization. And yeah, so that's kind of my idea. What you got, Solomon? What you got? You a smart guy.
Yeah. So for Knuckles season 2, is what we're gonna start with. Yeah. I was thinking we have Tails and Ancient Stone. Yeah, we have those. But like they have to go on their own adventure, and like I think Dad's idea was probably the best one I could think of.
Thanks, buddy.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Dad for Knuckles season 2. For Shadow the Hedgehog, this one took me a while to think about, because I'm like, how can you do this but still continue the story? So my idea for Shadow the Hedgehog is Shadow is on his planet, and Black Doom basically takes over his planet. Right, Black Doom is like I don't know, like creature from he made Shadow eventually in the games. He made Shadow.
Yeah.
So like that's Black Doom. And Black Doom conquered this planet. So Shadow is like, oh crap. And this is when Shadow meets Scourge. Now Scourge is Shadow's, let's just say Scourge is technically Shadow's cousin. Alright?
Okay.
And Scourge has been on this world. He's the last survivor on this world other than Black Doom. This world is conquered by aliens. So, Shadow and Scourge, technically, they're like, what are we gonna do? And Scourge knows just the right person. Just the right person. And this person is none other than Rouge the Bat.
Okay.
Now, Rouge, she didn't come from this planet, but, she's part of, like, she's a treasure hunter, okay?
Okay.
She kind of like a treasure hunter, and she looks for other planets. And she tries to find the most top treasure or planets.
Cool.
Alright? So she's on this planet because she can't find her way back to another planet, or her planet. So she's on this planet. Black Doom has like this giant treasure he's holding. So Rouge and Scourge and Shadow like have to they're like, we have to find Black Doom, confront him. And here's the thing. Rouge tricks Shadow and Scourge to help them. Now Shadow has to fight Black Doom all alone.
Okay.
Just him. And Scourge like, Rouge, don't leave behind Shadow. Like, you have to go back. Like, you have to go back. You have to go save him. So then, they have like a giant fight, and then what happens is Scourge dies.
Okay.
And Rouge finds a way to get Scourge back, but Scourge is in his robot body now, and that's Omega. That's
Okay.
how we get Omega.
Okay, that's cool. That's different. I like it. One thing I wanted to say to you was my headcanon in Sonic 3 when they talk about Gerald Robotnik and he says good, pretty good for 110, is the quills, because they're power. And we see that Gerald has one of Shadow's quills, and he does the same kind of like licking on it that Robotnik does to Sonic's. And I think by doing that, he gets energy, and that's what helps keep him alive and stay alive a lot longer.
Yeah. Now, here's my Sonic 4 pitch. So my pitch for Sonic 4 is technically, what happens is that, Sonic and Amy team up with, like, they have to team up together with Tom and Maddie of fighting this metal Sonic army. And Tails and Knuckles and Agent Stone are technically on their way now, since we got Knuckles Season 2. Like, I want to have it before the 4th movie, which I think we're going to. So, technically they're all on a team now. Wayne, Knuckles, Agent Stone, and Tails. They, since, this ultimate creature, technically Shadow, on our planet. Now this is kind of where Shadow the Hedgehog is going on, while
Sonic 4
and Shadow are kind of like
current.
Yeah, they're kind of like the same timeline and like this.
They're running concurrently.
Yes.
That's what I would want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to run almost Knuckles and Tails, Sonic 4, and Shadow all concurrent.
But they're trying to find Shadow, and and while they're on trying to find Shadow,
There you go. Tails and Knuckles are trying to find Shadow, while Stone wants to see if Robotnik's still alive with Shadow.
with Wayne.
And Wade's just there helping. Okay, keep on.
Come on, Wayne's with Stone. All right, Wayne's with Stone. All right, and Amy, Sonic, and Tom and Maddie are trying to fight this Metal Sonic army. We don't know who has the Metal Sonic army or who's controlling the army yet.
Okay.
So, technically, we find out the army has no leader. It used to be Eggman Eggman made the army back in the past. And, Eggman, like, now, since he's dead,
Mm-hmm.
The army technically, that is on free. They're free technically. So Gun finds the army and they're like, oh, we can finally defeat Sonic now. So then they team up. The Gun and the Metal Sonic army are trying to fight Sonic until the leader of the Gun, the girl, I forget her name, in Sonic 3,
Yeah.
technically wants the key card to the ship. She's technically powered the Metal Sonic army, made them more advanced with gun technology, made them more advanced, and then at the end, Knuckles finds Tails. Tails and Knuckles find Shadow and Rouge and Omega Scourge. They Metal Sonic, all the Metal Sonics combine to make Metal Overload, and our team has to fight Metal Overload. While Amy likes Sonic, technically. All right.
Oh.
And
Sonic's got a girlfriend now.
yeah.
So
yeah.
what if? Okay. My idea about what if Robotnik had, before he kind of turned good or whatever, had put his mind where he was working on the army, and so the army is run by basically a Robotnik AI.
Yeah. They can put yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. So that's our pitch for Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Knuckles Season 2, and Shadow the Hedgehog spinoff.
Yeah. The only thing I want to throw out there is I would like to have where Tom is transported to like the home world, and we see like at the end of our future pitch of Sonic 5, which is where all these stories kind of culminate, is the home world of all the hedgehogs, and Tom is there, and he kind of gets to see where Sonic's from and Shadow's from and Amy.
I don't think Shadow would be from that. This is I feel like Shadow is on his own planet.
So there's 2 planets with hedgehogs?
Yes.
All right.
One like darker one and then one lighter one. Yeah, that's my pitch.
Cool. Peace out.